Welcome to the Event Marketing Sevinar, a 7-minute webinar by Snowball. In this seminar series, you get the tip of the iceberg on pre-to-post event marketing practical tips, shared by event marketers for event marketers. I'm your host, Rachel Stefani. Let's break the ice. Hello everyone, I am here today with Ross Cranwell from Milk Video, our guest for today, talking about the right length for video for social. Ross, what's the ideal length for video for social, specifically for social?
So there's been a lot of data kind of pulled out. So for LinkedIn, the sweet spot, and this is based off a report that Hootsuite did, the sweet spot is around 30 seconds. TikTok, as you would imagine, is between 7 and 25 seconds. Twitter, 44 seconds. YouTube, obviously a little bit more long form, 2 minutes. And Facebook, less than a minute.
In the context of marketing an event, what type of videos can marketers or event organizers use to promote their events? Like who could be on these videos and what kind of videos? And then you have 30 seconds really. So what's the key element that these videos need to have to capture someone's attention?
Yeah, so the videos that we see that perform the best or have a human in there, people get a little bit stuck on kind of what they should talk about. And it could be very simple. It can be just like, this event is going to be about these 3 topics, and these are the people that should come. Very simple. It's basically another way to think about a landing page for an event or in a webinar. This is just a video format of that. So don't overcomplicate it. Keep it very simple, and just use it as it's another variation of communication. Some people like to read on a landing page. Some people like to read an email. Some people like video, and they all can coexist. And then the third kind of component is brand and styling, right? So it doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to keep it on brand. So maintaining your brand colors, your logo, the right font, and that is important. It shouldn't slow you down in the editing process, but you should have that consistency across your brand. 3 quick tips to get started on video. Number 1, lower your production standards. So in that sense, like, you don't have to go out and get a agency to come and record for you. You can start very small, even with your iPhone, your desktop video, or purchase a nice webcam. What's most important is the quality of the content, not necessarily having a perfect video. And looking at the trends, what are we seeing? If you look across all your social media, it's actually very like raw, kind of low production value content. You see that on TikTok and other channels, and that tends to do incredibly well. So don't stress out about that. I think that's a bigger, people overthink that.
So we talked about lower your production standard. The second point was use a Q&A format. How would they go about doing that in a way that is also low production, easy to do, and less friction for all of us?
Yeah, so the Q&A format, like we're doing here, is just very structured and very kind of easy to extract kind of content in a number of ways, right? So let's say you have 5 questions. It's very easy to people to follow prompts, right? So if you say, hey, can you create a video today, Rachel? You're like, about what? Like, what am I going to be doing? It's like, I'll just talk about, what you think is important in the industry. And like, it's too vague. Yeah. Q&A is very structured, right? And so the reason why you're extracting answers from me, some things that I maybe don't think about on a day-to-day basis. The Q&A format, whether it's in this format where it's an interview, a live interview, or it's literally sending them a Q&A, in our instance through a link, and they record it, then you at minimum, let's say we have 5 questions, at least 2 or 3 of the questions are going to be the answers are going to be solid, that you can then extract and then pull into short form clips.
Do people need the special equipment to produce these videos and get started?
They don't need them. No, they do not need them to start. And people get stuck on these friction points. I need a perfect camera. I need a perfect recorder. I need perfect lighting. Yeah, there's so many different things that they need, and then it's like, okay, I'm never going to get started. the key thing is to get started. You can use your iPhone, you can use your laptop right now. The key, like I mentioned, it's the content that matters, and the authenticity actually can play in your favor if it doesn't look perfect. So yes, there is a lot of great professional equipment out there, but it's intimidating for your average person. So no, you don't have to have that to get started. One additional point to that is a lot of people don't want to be on camera at all, right?
That too,
And
yes.
so how do you make it less intimidating for them? So I don't want to be on camera. I'm maybe head of engineering. It's like a really big company. Like I want to get that soundbite, or I want them. They're going to be presenting a webinar. They're more comfortable there, but they're not willing to do a trailer for the promotion because they have to prep for it. And so one way that we work is that you can record it through video, and if it doesn't look good, don't worry about it, because we can just strip out the video and just have it as a animated caption video, and those actually tend to do pretty well too.
Ross, if you can talk a little bit about how to keep it casual, conversational.
Yeah, so the last tip is keep it casual and conversational. The last tip is to keep it casual and conversational, which kind of we've talked about already a lot, but not to worry too much about being scripted and overproduced, because people want to see the authentic side. And a lot of, especially for B2B businesses, which look a little bit, don't really have that much personality, to see the people behind the business is really good for building trust.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you find these 7 minutes valuable and you can take away some practical tips you could apply in your own event marketing. Feel free to share and subscribe to receive notification for upcoming episodes. See you next time.